Jai Hind student, welcome to another video of consumer equilibrium. Before we start the main topic, let's first discuss the what is the cardinal utility and ordinal utility. Cardinal utility, it means that utility, that is satisfaction, can be measured in the terms of cardinal number or unit like 1, 2 and 3. Means cardinal utility refer to analyze in which we can measure utility of different community in quantitative terms. For example, the marginal utility of first and second unit of banana is equal to 5 or 4 utils respectively, or when consumer consume 1 unit of apple, he get 10 utils utility from it. While ordinal utility, it means that utility can be only ranked, means high or low. It cannot be expressed in the terms of unit 1, 2 and 3. Means ordinal utility indicate that consumer can state that utility derived from community is greater, less or equal to the utility derived from another community. Cardinal utility is a measurable and quantifiable concept, while ordinal utility is a psychological concept. Now we discuss the law of diminishing marginal utility. Means when a consumer consume a particular commodity continuously, then the utility derived from each successive unit goes on diminishing. It means that law of diminishing marginal utility state that as more as unit of commodity consumed, marginal utility derived from each every additional unit must decline. It happen in respect of all goods and services. It is therefore called fundamental law of satisfaction, or we can say fundamental psychological law. Law have some assumptions. First, utility must be measured, means utility can be measured in quantity, that is utils. Next, rational consumer, it means that he consumer aim is maximize total satisfaction. Next, income must be a constant, the income of the consumer must be a constant. And next, quantity, quality and size of the good must be a constant, means the amount, the quantity which using the community which are we using, thus are quality, quantity and size of good, that must be a constant. At last, one more assumption is that the consumption is a continuous process. Consumption, it is a continuous process, so that is there is no gap between the consumption of two units. With the help of schedule, now we try to understand law of diminishing marginal utility. In table 2.2, the unit of commodity, that is banana, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are given. Then marginal utility, that utils, the first unit is 8, second is 6, third is 4, 4 is 2, 5 is 0 and 6 is minus 2. Here is marginal utility is declining. Here you can see when consumer consume a particular commodity continuously consuming, then utility derived from each successive unit goes on diminishing. Now with the graph, on the x-axis there is unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and on the y-axis there is a marginal utility, means 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. When we consume 1 unit, the marginal utility 8, 2 unit, then 6, 3 unit, then 4, 4 unit, then 2, 5 unit, then 0. And when we consume 6 unit, then it became negative, minus 2. Here you can see when he consumed the fifth unit of banana, it does not give any additional utility to him because it is the point of centenity for him. Marginal utility of fifth unit of banana become 0 if he goes on consuming banana even after this point of centenity. It may create some trouble for him. Thank you.